It's been over 5 months since Josh Duggar was arrested on child pornography charges, but his case won't go to trial until November 30. It was originally scheduled for June, but Josh's lawyers succeeded in having the trial pushed back so that they would have additional time to prepare his defense. Of course, shortly after they were granted this postponement, their true motives became clear. Josh's lawyers are still hoping that his case will never go to trial at all. And if it does, they're hoping that by then, they'll have prosecutors so hampered by dismissed evidence that they'll barely have a case to present at all. It sounds like an insane strategy, especially in a case that seems as open and shut as Josh's. But it's not uncommon, and there's a good chance that this crack legal team, top-tier defenders, at least by Arkansas standards, could succeed in muddying the waters enough to create a shadow of a doubt with regard to Josh's guilt. Anyway, there was a time when a guilty verdict for Josh appeared to be a foregone conclusion, but that's no longer the case. Critics of the alleged predator, a group that includes pretty much everyone, at this point, grew even more frightened about the possibility of an acquittal this week when a photo of Josh leaving an Arkansas courtroom with a smile on his face made the rounds on social media. Many wondered why Josh was so happy as he exited this pre-trial hearing in the company of his wife, Anna. Fortunately, we now know he was just putting on a show for the cameras. According to a new report from the Ashley's Reality Roundup, Josh received nothing but bad news that day. His attorneys had previously filed 5 motions to have evidence suppressed, and it seems that the judge denied 4 of them. One of those motions had to do with a photo of Josh's hands that was taken on the day of his arrest, and while it might seem like a minor piece of evidence, apparently it's quite incriminating. Apparently, a scar that's visible in the pics matches one that can be seen in photos that were stored on the computer that also contained a child pornography for which Josh has been arrested. Since Josh's lawyers deny that the computer belongs to him, the photo undermines an important part of their case. The defense argued that the photos constitute a violation of Josh's civil rights as they were taken against his will on the day of his arrest. But the judge wasn't having it. He also dismissed a motion to suppress comments that Josh made that day about child porn, which are incriminating as the investigators had not yet mentioned the reason that Josh's office was being searched. As for why Josh and Anna were grinning as they left court, well, that's anyone's guess, but they're being duly roasted for it on social media. Does Anna not have a full grasp of what Josh is being charged with? One person commented on YouTube, according to the Ashley. What the heck does she have to smile about? Even if she thinks he didn't do it, she could at least take it seriously enough to not smile like she just got out of a restaurant. Cannot believe they have any smiles on their faces. Another wrote. No matter what, to even be there should be a shame, a third chimed in. Look at the snide smirks on their faces. Josh had the same smirk on his face when he was photographed after his arrest. A fourth remarked. Yes, Josh and Anna certainly seem confident. But something tells us that won't be the case for very long.